Hey everyone, I thought I'd make a video on a subject that keeps popping up on my YouTube channel, especially in the comments section, where people are asking if I upgrade to Sky Q, um, do I need a multi-screen subscription? Can I just buy a Sky Q Mini off of eBay and plug it in to get multi-room view without having to pay the fee? And the answer to that is no, you can't. It doesn't work like the Sky Plus HD boxes or the Sky HD boxes, where they all had individual satellite feeds to each room, so you could watch the free-to-air channels. Purely, it will only work as a subscription service. So every single box needs to have the multi-scription viewing. So you pay one multi-script, and what that does is you pay, I think it's £14. Sometimes you get a deal for £12, but anyway, the every box, obviously you're restricted to a maximum of 2 mini boxes running at one given time. You can have 4 that you can get off of Sky themselves, but you'll only be able to use 2 of those minis at all times. So they're not including the master one, so that's 3 screen viewings. Plus, for some reason, you can still view on your tablet or iPhone, or whichever device on multi-screen that will basically stream to the actual from your master Sky Q box. It will stream to your iPad or phone. So for some reason, so there is technically capacity in the Sky Q to have up to 5 screens, but for some reason that they've restricted it to 2 minis and 2 mobile devices at one given time. So if you were able to basically have those 2 mobile devices off of it, you theoretically should be able to run 2 minis, additional minis, on off of the same Sky Q box. But Sky's restricted that. They stopped that from being the case. So there'd be no advantage of you obviously going through that method. Also, that the Sky Plus HD box works obviously as a free-to-air service as well as a paid subscription. So if you did downgrade your TV package to just the master, or if you had, I think you could have had, there was Oct, wasn't there, the LMB, so that was 4. You could have 4 Sky Plus HD boxes in the house running off one dish. You could obviously each Sky Plus box was costing you £12 prescription, but obviously if you basically downgraded your subscription 1 month and took that off, because I believe that wasn't tied to a 12-month contract or 18-month contract, depending on obviously the times that you would use your multi-screen viewing. But obviously the Sky Q offers a cheaper method in that you only have to pay 1 multi-screen subscription, whereas on the Sky Plus you had to pay up to 4. So it's cheaper in that method, but then you have to buy the Sky Plus. Sorry, the Sky Q Sky Q Minis at £50 each. They said it's a special offer, but that's more or less the going rate. When I first upgraded to Sky Q, it was £99, and I don't think anyone's going to pay that. But anyway, the boxes are leased, so you don't own them. So if you cancel your multi-screen subscription to save some money, that you're going to have to send back the mini boxes as well. And if you've got 2 additional mini boxes, that's going to add, if you want to rejoin eventually, that's going to add another £100 to £200 depending on the price at the time. So in some ways it's not actually cheaper. It can be more expensive, but if you're happy with what you're getting on your Sky Plus HD box, I wouldn't upgrade at this time anyway, because every Sky Q Mini doesn't have a hard drive. It all shares from the master box, and if the master box goes down, you haven't got no TV. It's plain and simple. Whereas the older version, the Sky Plus HD box, all had individual satellite feeds, and they all had their own hard drives. So I, on my one, because I had four actual Sky Plus HD boxes in the house, and they each had between 2 terabytes and 500 gigabytes. So between all of them, I had about 5 terabytes worth of record space throughout the whole house, and everyone had their own records on their box, and obviously it couldn't be shared around the house, so everyone had to basically record the same thing if they wanted it on each box. There was no sharing going on like there is in the Sky Q, but you got to remember the Sky Q only has a 2 terabyte hard drive, and sharing that around 4 people in the whole house, where before you had the Sky Plus HD box, which you had all individual hard drives, so you had much more record space. Obviously that might be quite a constraint. So yeah, and so if you're thinking about going to the Sky Q and then buying it off of eBay, the actual the Sky Q Mini, it won't work without the subscription, because see there, you got to activate that, and if the subscription, if the card, the viewing card doesn't have the subscription attached to the actual card, that won't activate. So that won't. That's obviously the internet, and that's the satellite feed. So that one there is the one you got to activate, and if the Sky viewing card doesn't have it, because you don't have it on your package, that won't work. So you're wasting your time if you're thinking about going through that method. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please click on that like, that would really help me out. Yeah, and as also, if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate that, because my subscriptions aren't high at the moment, and they've been quite slow, and yeah, one of the things that I've been really doing bad in. So if you could help me out, I'd really appreciate it. But you know, it's all up to you, because I can't force you to do anything. Thanks again. Bye.